So I'll be responding to Sayafik's question. If I'm pronouncing your name right, I apologize. So I know many of y'all watched my mini video yesterday, and I was talking about visions that you get and how they're connected to your DM actually thinking about you at that time. So Sayafik's question is, Divine Feminine daydreaming about their DM, is it the same? That's a very good question, and I'm happy that you raised this. It's actually quite different because having visions and daydreaming are very, very different. Daydreaming often comes from our imagination, wishful thinking. We tend to create a version of a life we want to see. Whereas visions and visions that you share with your divine masculine is very different to that. So again, I know what you mean when you ask this question. Can it happen in the reverse? Can you start the vision that your divine masculine can actually follow through? The reality is, in my experience, my very own experience, and uh, from hearing from my clients, working with you all for such a long time, one thing I can say is that you will be able to tell the difference between daydreaming, wishful thinking, and a vision. So some of the ways to differentiate this would be, in daydreaming, you have control of what you want to see. So often it would be tailored according to your tastes and needs. So even if you are like daydreaming a scene about going to a restaurant with your divine masculine, it would be your favorite restaurant, it would be your favorite food. But in a vision, you will be surprised because these things you would have never even thought about. You wouldn't even know these things exist. So let me give you an example. So it could be a vision about something you haven't discovered about your divine masculine yet. So you might have a vision of him, for example, drinking chamomile tea. And this is something you wouldn't even daydream about because, you guys are not the kind of couple who would have tea. So if you're suddenly having a vision, and it comes to you spontaneously, that of having tea, then you know this is a vision. And it another clue to this would be how randomly it happens. So usually with daydreaming and wishful thinking, we tend to do it before bed, or we tend to do it when we are free, not in the middle of a working day, right? Because we've got to be focused on tasks. So if a vision is coming in while you're working or you're in the middle of something, then you know it is a vision. So, to answer your question again, can you kickstart the vision? So, the thing is, none of you are kickstarting the vision. It is being divinely guided, and it's coming from cosmic consciousness itself. So your divine masculine may start with daydreaming about you, but it would quickly shift into a vision mode. So that is the reason why, because before we fall asleep, we are in this state where the veil is very thin. So that is the reason why often before we go to bed, we tend to think about our twin flame. Again, there's a difference between daydreaming and visions, because daydreaming, see, your divine masculine is probably daydreaming about you, daydreaming, night dreaming, wishful thinking, imagining, whatever, every single day, every moment. But why is it only in some moments are you pulled in to that vision? So that is the sacred clue that it's not daydreaming, but a vision at play. So another few signs of it would be that you are not in control of this vision. So you will start to feel vibrationally you are at a higher state when this vision occurs. You will notice that you're not in control. And neither is your divine masculine in control, because often it is a peek into a future event that hasn't happened, or it is a peek into a past event that has already happened. Or thirdly, it is a present 5D event that is happening. So that is the beauty of it. Whereas daydreaming, it's often how you want it to be. Same for your divine masculine as well, how he wants it to be. And often in the daydreaming state, you wouldn't share a shared daydream. It's more of a vision. So that's what I wanted to clarify, and I hope I have answered your question. And thank you for the questions. And guys, if you have any questions, keep them coming in, and I will do a part two, I promise, on this topic, or even a longer discourse. So see you all again. Take care, and bye bye.